Hey everyone, it's Rajiv and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving my book review of The Belated Bachelor Party by Ravinder Singh. Before I start talking about the book, I would like to say that I post book-related videos and reviews regularly in my channel. So if you enjoy watching this video, then please do like and subscribe. The story is pretty simple. Husband and wife go to a movie, and after watching the movie, the wife gets inspired to go on a solo trip. The husband also wants to go on a solo trip without her, so he formulates this plan of a belated bachelor party trip with him and his friends because they never had a proper bachelor party before they all got married. So the four friends reunite together after a very long time, where they take a week-long trip to Europe and have some hilarious moments and make some unforgettable memories. Let me start off by saying that I have not read any of Ravinder Singh's earlier books. So I picked out this book because I think this is the one that was his latest release and the plot sounded very interesting. From reading the book, I can see that the story is loosely based on the events that happened between him and his friends. So it's kind of 40 to 50% based on whatever happened to him. But after reading this book, I felt like it was not that great. It's not that I disliked it a lot, but at the same time, I did not like it very much. I thought it was very average. My main problem with the story is that it does not have any direction at all. It just felt like these four friends reunite and there are some funny and hilarious moments together and random situations happen, and that's it, the story is over. Initially, before I started reading this book, when I picked up the back cover for the synopsis sounded so intriguing in such a way that they are caught by the police and they find a bullet and some pills and something really intriguing happens. But nothing of that sort happened at all in the story. I mean, yes, the situation does occur in the story where they find a bullet and some drugs and they are taken into the custody by the police, but it was just a random explanation for the events that happened, which I thought was very disappointing. Also, from a character's perspective, I thought only two of the four characters stood out in my opinion, which were Ravin and Amardeep. The other two from UK and US, who are Harpreet and Manpreet, God, even their name sounds alike. I thought they were the same person because they both sounded so similar and they did not have any distinctive personalities to differentiate one from the other. The main problem is that I really did not care much for the characters, nor was I interested in what happened to them in the story. And honestly, you don't even get time to personally know of any of the characters because the story is so plot driven, where the characters land in hilarious situations that they have to come out of. So it's not like we got to know anything distinctive about any of them. Oh, and on a side note, I want to say that you should never bring up an AIDS or a cancer joke, even in a light-hearted manner in a story, because there are people who are seriously suffering and struggling with this disease on a day-to-day basis. So I really did not enjoy the fact that the topic was even brought up, even on a light-hearted situation in the story. Even though the characters light-heartedly mention the disease as a joke in the beginning of the book, I feel like it is not relevant in any context at all. But that is not to say that I found the story totally bad. Some of the situations that the characters find themselves in is pretty corny and hilarious. Especially the scene where Amardeep gets a ride from the local woman on a bike because she thinks that he is a prince because he's wearing a turban. Or even towards the end of the book when the four of them fall asleep at the airport and they are trying to catch their flight. I also like the deep conversations that the group has with one another when they are traveling, where they discuss topics like racism and gender discrimination, and it was interesting to see the perspective from their end. The way the story was also told, where friendship is depicted as an actual character who has a voice and does some of the narration, was also very fun. And all being said, said, I did like the overall theme of friendship between the four friends. And when you read this book, you get that nostalgic feeling of your childhood days or when your school and college days, where life was much more simple, just hanging out with your friends before all the responsibilities kicked in. Oh, and I also like the reference to the Bollywood movie Queen that is made because it is one of my favorite movies. Ravinder Singh is one of those authors who writes in such a simple and carefree way, and even the dialogue between his characters are very realistic and down to earth. So I can see why his books appeal to so many people. So yeah, this book was good in some ways and not so good in some ways. But overall, I would not reread it because I thought it was very average. So I would give this book only a rating of 2.5 out of 5 stars. Are you a fan of Ravinder Singh? Because I know a lot of Indians read his books. And if you are, then which one was your favorite? Please do share your thoughts and comments on the section below. And again, if you enjoyed watching this video, then please do like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.